our Feel Better, Move Better yoga challenge. And so far we've covered how important the breath is, something that I feel very strongly about. Secondly, we then moved into our Sun Salutations A because they're a really nice set of postures, especially if you're new to yoga, to get your head round and sink into. And day 3, we are going to do Sun Salutations B. I promise tomorrow is not going to be Sun Salutations C. I'm going to save that for another day. Today we are going to move into our Sun Sals B. This set of sequences is the same essentially as our lot that we did yesterday. They are designed to create heat, to create movement and to energise the body. They also help with strength and stamina, and this one in particular will see the introduction of 2 new poses. So we'll have the introduction of our chair pose, everybody's favourite pose, and our warrior 1 pose, which is a really fundamental pose that you might see in class a lot of the time. These ones have more chaturangas in them, however, again, that is just another layer, another element that is going to help build the heat layers that we want within the body. And yeah, so let's get cracking. So again, we're going to start on the front of our mat in our Tadasana. We're going to ground into the feet, standing about hip distance apart, maybe slightly wider if you need to. I'm going to have the arms to the side of the body with your palms facing open. Our shoulders are relaxing down away from the ears, and we're going to start to bring our awareness inwards and notice, feel and connect to our breath. Feel grounded by the connection of your feet, the mat, the ground, the earth. And then when you feel settled, you can start to be aware of your breath and start to control the breath in. Looking for that expansion of the chest, the ribs and the belly again. And exhaling completely. Inhale, feel the expansion, the opening of the body. Exhaling as you soften, relax and ground. A few more breaths here. Notice how much more focused, calmer and grounded you feel after just a few full breaths in and out. Please spend longer if you need it here. Absolutely give that breath priority. A few more rounds with me. And then when you are ready for round 1, inhale, raising the arms above. As you exhale, we're going to see our first chair nose now. So we're going to sink the hips down as if we're bringing them to the mat. We're going to lift and lengthen through our spine. If you feel your butt's poking out, just lengthen your tailbones just to iron out that little arch in the back. As we exhale, we come into our forward fold like we did with our Sun Salutations A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepping back into our first plank. Now remember, we can use our knees, definitely if we need to. As you exhale, lowering the chest down into our first chaturanga. into your upward facing dog. You can make these cobras if you would prefer to. Tuck the toes and lift into your downward dog. If this is your first downward dog of the day, we're going to spend some time here pedaling the legs out and just generally waking the body up a little bit here. And then we're going to see our first warrior one. So we're going to inhale, take the right leg up. As you exhale, your right foot's coming to the front of the mat. If it comes halfway, you're normal, grab the leg and pull it further to the front. The left heel will ground with the left toes slightly turned out. And inhaling as we come up into our warrior one. So our right knee is bent. Knee is over the ankle, slightly behind if that feels better, but just according to you. Palms are together, we're going to lift the gaze up towards the thumbs. As you exhale, we're going to fold hands back to frame your right foot. The left heel unplugs and your right foot sends back, and then you take another chaturanga. Into your upward dog or your cobra if you prefer, back into your downward dog. Then we move to the left. Inhale, lifting our left leg. Exhale, left foot to the front, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one on your left side. Reaching up, looking to lengthen this whole side of the body. And just enjoying that nice bit of hip opener. When you're ready, exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot back into your plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Looking forwards, walking, stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Drop the arms. How's your breath after one round? Check it. Now you might already start to feel that there's a little bit more demanded from us in this variation. We have 3 chaturangas per 1 chaturanga that we did on day 2. So if you get hotter quicker, don't be too hard on yourself. I'm warm already. So we're going to go again. When you're ready, inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bending into the knees into your chair. Some people like to have their feet completely together. Some like to be slightly wider. It's personal preference. If you're not sure, play around and see which alignment you like best for yours. I personally prefer a more hip distance stance. As you exhale, folding in for your second forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping it back into our plank, ready for our chaturanga. Into our upward facing dog. So traditionally it's an upward dog, but I offer cobras usually as well because both target different parts of the spine. Tuck the toes into your downward facing dog. Then we're going to start on our left side. Inhale with the left leg. Exhale, left foot to the front, right heel down. Inhale to warrior one. A little pause if you want it. Then exhale back down. Left foot into plank. Knees optional. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog again. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right foot to the front, left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale back down, ready for that third chaturanga of this flow. Chaturanga. Into your back bend. Into your downward facing dog. Looking forwards, walking, stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Hands to heart. Pause if you need to. You can always miss around, regulate the breath and come back in when we get back to the top. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale into your chair. Chair into your forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, folding and stepping back. Chaturanga. Your upward facing dog or your cobra. Back into your downward dog. Back to the right side. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, right foot forwards, left heel down. Inhale to your warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot to the front, right heel down, warrior one. Back down. Left foot steps back, chaturanga. Into your back bend. Into your dog. Take a couple of breaths. You're going to start to maybe notice why these are good for stamina, for strength soon. Look forwards, walk, step, jump or float. Now you can bend the knees and bring this into another chair before we come to standing. And that is what we're going to add in now. So you can always modify these, which is what I've done for the first few variations by taking the second chair pose out, but now we're going to add them. Apologies if you start to see my lovely glow in a minute, it's about to come out. So when you're ready, I'm going to go through these again. I'm going to go continuously now for a few rounds. Please don't feel overwhelmed if you're a beginner, because it's normal to find these hard work. I've been practicing these for a long time and I still find them quite challenging. So don't beat yourself up. Go at your pace or stick with me. Pause, drop out if you need to, but please just respect your body. Half of the practice is trying to do that. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves that we always want to go for the hardest thing, the most physically demanding thing. And actually, sometimes it takes more for us to turn around and say, actually, not for me today. And that's all right. If you are with me today, we're going to go for a few more rounds. I'm going to add both chairs in now. So inhale, reaching the arms up. You can shift the gaze up. You can add standing back bends as well. Exhale into your chair. Inhale. Exhale into forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold, step or jump it back. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back into downward dog. Right leg lifts, step it to the front. Warrior one. Left glute should be switched on in this warrior, especially if you feel a dippy knee. The knee folds and the heel lifts, just make sure that left glute is on and that will help draw you down to the mat. Exhale, hands to mat. Step it back, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Back into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Left foot forwards, warrior one. Hands to the mat. Left foot back, chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog. Back into your downward dog. Look ahead, walk, step, jump or float to the front. Halfway lift, remember we're adding the chair now. Exhale, fold, bend into the knees, into your chair. And exhale, hands to heart space. Inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Back down, stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot forwards, right heel down, back into our warrior one on our left. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot back, chaturanga. Back into your downward facing dog. Right side lifts, step it to the front, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step the right foot back. Chaturanga. Back into your dog. Look ahead. Walk, step, jump or float to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. 2 standing, Tadasana. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step or jump it back. Chaturanga in your own time. Back into your dog. Inhale, right leg. Step into the front. Warrior 1. Left heel down. Can you start to feel that heat building now? Hands to the mat. If you can't, what's wrong with you? Chaturanga. Into your back bend. Downward dog. Left leg lift. Step it to the front. Warrior 1. I can definitely feel it. Hands to the mat. Left foot back. If you start to feel the heat, you can always drop to the knees. You can drop to the knees anyway, even if you're not feeling the heat. Back into down dog. Look forwards. Walk, step or jump to the front. Bend into the knees. Inhale your chair pose. Exhale to standing. 1 more round, guys. We've got this. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Your gaze can go up. Exhale into your chair. So all day today I've done chair with palms parallel. I prefer that alignment in my shoulders. If you want to bring your palms together, you absolutely can do, but it might create a little bit more heat. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Into your back bend. Back into your downward dog. Inhale, left leg. Step it to the front. Warrior 1. Hands to the mat. Left foot into plank. Chaturanga. Only 1 more chaturanga after this one. Back into your dog. Right side. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale to the front. Warrior 1. Hands to the mat. Step it to plank. Final chaturanga, unless you're staying after to do a few more. Back into your dog. Look forwards. Walk, step or jump to the front. Inhale, halfway. Back into your fold. Bend into the knees. Last chair pose for the day. Exhale to standing. Mindful of the breath immediately. Slow it down. Control it if it's got a little bit lost. Can you feel your heart racing? What other sensations are you aware of? Can you feel the heat? What part of the body feels the warmest? Has the breath got a little bit speedy? Is the heart pounding a little faster? Just tune in to whatever is going on for you. Even if it's not magical unicorns, it's fine, just check in. I'm going to now bring you down onto your mat. So come on down. Now, as mentioned previously, those sun salutations can be repeated 108 times in the morning, in the evening, if you would like to. We are going to now come all the way down onto our mat. I've not brought you down here yet. Come on down. So we're going to come in and we're going to close today's practice in what we call Shavasana if you haven't done this before. If you're a veteran at Shavasana, go ahead, just get comfortable, you know exactly what you're doing. If you've never done it before, you might think, well, this is weird, why am I laying down? We lay down at the end of practice, usually, because this is a restorative posture that helps to regulate the nervous system, and it helps to reset the body and allow the body to process the stimulation that it's just been through, the movement that it's just been through. And so a lot of the time you might come to this part of your practice and think, oh, I've got washing to do, I've got to go and do this. Nothing needs to be done other than Shavasana right now. For some of us who are constantly get go all the time, doing, I need you to just be for a few moments. Practicing stillness is sometimes harder than practicing the movement side of things. We're really good at pushing ourselves physically, but what about when we have to be still, we have to be quiet and push ourselves on a more mental level? So when we come into our Shavasana, our legs come out so they're wider than hip distance usually. We need to adjust the shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to have the arms to the side of you with your palms facing open. You can adjust, fidget, wriggle, do whatever you need to do. One of the reasons we don't have the hands on the body is because it takes away that sensation of touch, and we want to allow the mind and the body some time without distraction of touch, without distraction of sight or smell or whatever other stimuli we're being projected outwards with. We want to try and project inwards in this particular pose. Sometimes it's harder than standing on your head, so be kind to yourself. Don't be annoyed if you find this part really awkward and uncomfortable. Over time, the more we do it, the more we ask our minds and our bodies to be still, the more the mind will slowly start to let up and allow us to take that still time. This is vital for our well-being. So arms to the side. Bring your attention back to your breath. Watching the ebb and the flow, the rise of the inhalation and the fall of the exhalation. The rise and the fall. The rise and the fall of the breath. Feel your body relaxing with the exhalations, and you're going to continue to work with your breath for the next few moments. As you inhale, feel the expansiveness of the body, of the chest, of the ribs. And as you exhale, feel the softening of the back of the heart, the shoulders, the hips, the ankles. Inhale. Exhale, relax the body. Inhale. Exhale, relax the body. Your body benefits from the movement and your mind benefits from the stillness. And yoga is about balance, and so we want to find that balance of movement and stillness. One more breath, controlled in through the nose. When you reach the top of the inhalation, hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly through the nose. When you've exhaled that breath away, you are going to surrender the control over your breath. Allow your jaw to relax, your tongue and your forehead. Allow your shoulders to rest heavy with your collarbones broad. And your hips and your ankles weighted down into the mat. Your palms are open and your breath is going to flow through you naturally at its own pace. As you rest and you restore, relax in this resting pose for a few minutes. Remember, we are human beings and not human doings, so learning to be is absolutely necessary. moving, just take a moment to notice you. Your body has moved, you've breathed deeply, and now you've also rested in stillness. 3 things that really help us mentally, physically and emotionally. So very slowly start to move the hands, maybe the feet, and in whichever way you are drawn to move, I would like you to move, stretch, fidget, anything that's weird and wonderful that feels good for you. I want you to add to your moves. And when you feel ready, very slowly pull the knees in towards you and roll yourself over to your right hand side. As you roll to the right, you'll feel your awareness start to grow back out, away from you, and projected back to all of those things that we are used to being projected outwardly with. The more time we spend looking inwards, the less time we will spend looking outwards. So using the hands now to very slowly press you up to a seated position, finding your cross-legged position, please. And keep your awareness inwards, eyes closed if you're happy to, and inhale as you sit and find a nice tall spine. Closing our palms together at our heart space. If you wish, if you wish to join me, bring your chin in towards your chest to bring our practice to an end. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up with me for day 3. And I can't wait to see you for day 4 now. Not a sun salutation in sight. You might be pleased or sad to know. So take care, and I will see you shortly.